Yo, yo, yo. So today we got another episode of Vic Cook. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm making stuffed peppers. Normally I do this on the grill, but today I want to do it indoors. So anyway, I got my Italian sausage and ground beef. Right here I got some cheeses. I always like the sharp cheddar. And then some mozzarella, of course, to just top it off with some rice. And then we got some peppers. And over here I got some seasoning. It's already kind of put in a cup, but it's pretty much Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and some onion powder. I'm using powders and then black pepper. I don't use any salt. And that's just to keep it a little healthy, I guess. And I got my tomato sauce in the background. So what I do is I put all my Italian sausage and the ground beef in there, and I just dump some minced garlic on top of that. And that gives like a nice, really thorough flavor. And I splash with a little bit of red wine in there. That's just to keep the pan a little moist, so it doesn't get too dry and start sticking. Although if you do get a sear, that's not too bad, because the seared meat does flavor really well. And over here I'm just boiling some water. I already added some salt to it, and I'm just trying to bring that up to temp. And now I'm just pretty much just mixing up the meat. You season it to taste. I got it on a nice high temperature because I wanted to cook kind of fast, and I wanted to actually sear a little bit if it can. Now over here I got my peppers. Now I used to just slice just the top off, but I actually go from the top and do like a circular motion and then pull the stem out. This way you can kind of stuff it, and the top of the pepper will help enclose the meat inside. And if you do it the other way, you'll have meat spilling over, which, you know, it's gonna be messy anyways, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, so now I'm back over here. Now I'm just adding my seasonings. I do like cut it up every once in a while, and I'll mix it in. I just added some crushed red pepper, and I pretty much just mix it around, make sure it gets cooked evenly. And you want that meat to cook. You don't want to put the raw meat inside the stuffed pepper, because that's a recipe for disaster. And also I got my I put 2 bags of rice in there. That should be enough for the amount of peppers I'm preparing. Sometimes I'll do 3 or 4, depends on how many peppers that I am doing, but you'll see, like, we will stuff these. So, and then this is just me cutting up the Italian sausage. You can get the Italian sausage that's already ground up, but me, I prefer the Italian sausage that you can cut up, just because I like those little bits of chunks of meat inside with the stuffed pepper. So that's just me adding more of my garlic powder, my onion powder, add a little more splash of wine. And the wine adds that little heartiness flavor to it. I suppose I could have added some mushrooms if you wanted to. But yeah, you can add whatever you want to your, to your stuffed pepper. Now, so I took all the water out, and I'm just putting the rice in this little bowl over here. And that's just plain white rice. I don't need to do nothing fancy to it. And what I'm doing over here is I'm just adding all my meat to it. And that way, that'll create like the basis for my stuffing of the pepper. Now, you can also add your sauce to it if you want to, but I just kind of keep it dry like that. And I always add my sauce in the mix, as you'll see in a second here. So I get a glove on because touching that meat is hot. So I always get like a heat protector glove, and then I put another glove on top of that just so I can move things around faster. Otherwise, it's really hot. So I put a layer of sauce, then I put my meat, then I put the cheese in there, and then I put some more meat on top. You can kind of just stuff it however you want to. I kind of do a little bit more structured so I don't forget anything, but you feel free to do however you want to for your stuffed pepper. You can stuff whatever you want to in there. And then I just add a little bit of the sauce on top, and then we can't forget the cheese. And then when the cheese melts, it gets a nice feeling. So that's me putting everything in the oven. And then I dropped the temperature to 265 because I didn't want to overcook it too fast, and I wanted to slowly cook. And then this is the end result right here. As you can see, the peppers is nice and soft. The very middle still has a little bit of a crunch to it, which is how I like my stuffed peppers. If you want to cook it a little bit longer, you can. It'll be really nice and mushy and gooey. If you want your pepper to be solid and crunchy all throughout, you can always take it out early. But as you see, we got the cheese is nice and melted, and this is me getting ready to dig in. So thank you for tuning in for another episode of Vic Cook. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that great stuff, and I'll bring you more recipes.